In my presentation, Misdirection and Guile, I looked at various quotations from inspiration that reveal how the end times will play out. One of the key issues of our time is how America will become the beast that speaks as a dragon. We know that will be the end result, but how will we get there? There are several current theories being promoted among Adventist speakers. One is that the political left will make society so immoral and wicked that the political right will eventually have the power to seize control and force morality upon everyone. This will include an enforced day of rest, Sunday worship, as well as various Puritan-style reforms. This theory can be called the pendulum theory. The farther the pendulum swings to the left, the further it will eventually swing to the right. Another popular theory is that the political left will continue to grow in power and will eventually rule absolutely, with no return swing to the political right. The left will enforce an anti-religious dogma of immorality and filth. Society will be so thoroughly controlled that this has been called soft totalitarianism. This is distinguished as a stepping stone society leading to the eventual hard totalitarianism of the final Sunday law crisis. As I examined in Misdirection and Guile, inspiration has made it clear that the apostate Protestantism churches, Babylon, are the catalysts that initiate the final events. They are the trigger that lights the fuse of the destruction of religious freedom in America. Inspiration states repeatedly and unequivocally that false religion will be the driver of events, the force that cripples our way of life and persecutes all that refuse to bow down to the image to the beast. I will not repeat all the proofs here. For those proofs, please watch Misdirection and Guile. So this would appear to rule out the soft totalitarianism theory. An anti-God, immoral society is the opposite of what Ellen G. White describes as the conditions of the last days. But those who have been pushing this theory realize that the spirit of prophecy does not in any way support their speculations. This becomes obvious when you listen to them, and they never give any direct quotations from Ellen White that prove their ideas. This has led some to create a new hybrid version of both the soft totalitarianism and pendulum theories. It varies from individual to individual and is pretty muddy on details, but it goes generally like this. The soft totalitarianism of the left will last for a while, ruining all of our lives. Then the pendulum will finally and quickly swing to the right, and a formerly crushed and powerless religious right will seize control and instantly enact a Sunday law. I will call this the hybrid theory. The hybrid theory has no direct support from inspiration either, but that hasn't stopped it from being promoted. So those are some of the ideas of men. What does inspiration say? Thankfully, we have clear statements that shed light on this question. This is found in Great Controversy. The dignitaries of church and state will unite to bribe, persuade, or compel all classes to honor the Sunday. The lack of divine authority will be supplied by oppressive enactments. Political corruption is destroying love of justice and regard for truth. And even in free America, rulers and legislators, in order to secure public favor, will yield to the popular demand for a law enforcing Sunday observance. Liberty of conscience, which has cost so great a sacrifice, will no longer be respected. Great Controversy, page 592. Note the exact words she uses. Free America. At the very end of history, when the forces that enact the Sunday law are nearly at their goal, America is still described as free. Would she call it free if America was run by communists, atheists, or anarchists? Would she call it free if the elites of the world were calling the shots? Would she call it free if America was a pawn of a one-world government? Maybe she just carelessly miswrote the word free and said it better elsewhere. But in another passage, she describes the conditions of our government leading up to the end of time. This is found in Testimonies to the Church. God restrains our rulers, for the hearts of all are in his hands. Bounds are set, beyond which they cannot go. Many of the rulers are those whom Satan controls, but I saw that God has his agents even among the rulers, and some of them will yet be converted to the truth. They are now acting the part that God would have them. When Satan works through his agents, propositions are made that, if carried out, would impede the work of God and produce great evil. The good angels move upon these agents of God to oppose such propositions with strong reasons, which Satan's agents cannot resist. A few of God's agents will have power to bear down a great mass of evil. Thus the work will go on until the third message has done its work, and at the loud cry of the third angel, these agents will have an opportunity to receive the truth, and some of them will be converted, and endure with the saints through the time of trouble. When Jesus leaves the Most Holy, his restraining spirit is withdrawn from rulers and people. They are left to the control of evil angels. Then such laws will be made by the counsel and direction of Satan, that unless time should be very short, no flesh could be saved. Testimonies, Volume 1, pages 203 to 204. This is a remarkable passage. It describes the efforts of Satan to create laws that impede the work of God and produce great evil. But God has his agents, even among the rulers, which Satan's agents cannot resist. America will not have its freedoms destroyed until the third message has done its work. This she specifically dates to the close of probation, when Jesus leaves the most holy place. Then, when God's restraining spirit is withdrawn from rulers and people, evil laws will be made by the counsel and direction of Satan. So only at the close of probation does God allow America's government to pass laws destroying our freedom. The time period that America falls to this state of totalitarianism is a very short time, or else no flesh could be saved. This utterly rules out both the soft totalitarianism theory and the hybrid theory, as both require the government to be corrupt for a long time before the close of probation. When you hear speakers promote these sorts of unfounded theories, you need to realize that they are replacing inspiration with speculation. Free America means free America, not socialist America, or communist America, or Nazi America, or soft totalitarianism America, or whatever term you want to throw at it. If we don't take Ellen White's words seriously, we undermine and will eventually disregard other clear, inspired warnings. So we have a choice, as always, between the words of men and the Word of God. Be wary as you listen to speakers dealing with current events. It is so easy to get swept away by accusations against enemies and attacks on government. We must not be distracted by side issues. This is not our work. How does any of that improve character perfection and heart preparation? Justification and sanctification are the focus of inspiration, not pointing fingers at the bad guys. Besides, as Ellen White said, God has his agents even among the rulers. Are you able to tell which is which? Are you the judge of such things? And even if you guess right, so what? Is it your job to purge the government? Take up arms? March on the Capitol? Will that bring the second coming any sooner? Let God be in control of what he has promised to regulate, including world events. Our only responsibility is to live the truth and share it with others. That should keep all of us plenty busy. And be glad that free America exists and that it will stay that way until the very end.